The thrift gods have been very kind to me indeed over the last couple of weeks. What I hold here in my hand is an HP iPAQ Z125 series 2790B model, and not just any 2790B, because in fact this device comes from a defense company in France called Thales. I believe that's the way it's supposed to be pronounced. Now, in all actuality, I don't intend to do anything illegal with this device, and I want to come up straight away and say that if anybody recognizes this device and considers it an issue of national security, please let me know and I will discard it or hand it over immediately. On the other hand, if this channel will go blank, it's been nice knowing you and it's been fun. Just kidding. I'm sure that nothing will happen. Nothing of the sort will happen. But anyway, this is quite a strange and quirky device, and its story is quite difficult to relay. So anyway, this is quite a strange device, and the way I come upon it is rather quirky. So let's just skip over the intro and look at the device a bit. Now, this 2790B is sort of a mid-tier hybrid between the iPAQ 214 series and the old school iPAQ 4700 series. Now these devices right here are premium devices, and this is a great opportunity for me to show off my HP lineup. And these are lower grade RZ1715 models. Also, I have here a 1900 series. So, well, you can see I actually own a lot of iPAQs, or at least I tend to improve upon my collection. But anyway, moving on to the 2790 model. This is a mid-upper tier model, so the 2000 series was mid-tier, and this is the top of the line one. Let me just open it up right now and show you what I have here. Let me just get a closer look of the inside of the device. You can see all the information written right there. And now what I want to test is whether this battery goes into the 214 models. Let me just try that. Sadly, my 214 models have the dual component paint rubbed off them. It's degraded over time. So let's see. No, actually it's not the same battery, so I cannot use this new battery to switch it in my 214 series models, but that's okay because both of them are functioning correctly. So I got this thing for about, let me recall correctly, I think it was, yeah, it was 20 lei, so about 4 euros, which is quite a bargain actually. Whenever I see one of these devices at a thrift shop or a flea market, I know instantly by the way they look that there's a 90% chance this thing will work, and mostly they're abandoned because of due to their proprietary iPAQ connector, which I will try to use right now. Please excuse me while I fumble for it. Right, there it is. So being that this is a proprietary HP design connector, you don't get a lot of these, so whenever folks come up across one of these devices, they instantly abandon them because nobody in their right mind will pay 10 to 20 euros for an original HP iPAQ connector just to have an obsolete device. So I usually get them very cheap. Now, besides being cheap, this one also came with this add-on. This, I don't know what kind of connector or signal antenna or whatever this is, but it's supposed to relay to transmit something. And let me just try to connect it. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. So this is a CF card slot. It should go in like so. I don't know the exact direction. No. So right now I connected it, and already you can see that there's some sort of automatic program connecting into the HP system, but anyway, into the Windows Mobile. Let's go to settings and see what we're dealing with. So nothing out of the ordinary. This is actually a pretty standard Pocket PC. This, I believe, is Windows 5, but we'll have to check right here in the system. Let's see, not in programs, but rather here. There's the memory showing, which is 252 megabytes storage and 56 megabytes programs. Oh, you can see the numbers right here, and they're not that impressive. There's no storage memory. So this is powered by the ARM20T PX827X processor, which should be actually providing with 624 megahertz of processing prowess, which is pretty good in iPAQ speak, because it's the same as this one, the iPAQ 214, and as the iPAQ 4700. So pretty good in terms of specs for its day. The resolution is not that great though. It's a 3.5-inch display, a QVGA 320 by 240 pixels, which is actually the same as this lower tier model here, the RZ1715 and the 1900 series. Basically, that's the only reason why this iPAQ 2790 is considered a mid-tier device compared to the iPAQ 4700 or the iPAQ 214 series, specifically this one right here. But really, I'm just geeking out here, and I'm explaining to you the exact way this lineup works. Now we have GPS. This is supposed to be a fingerprint reader, though right now it's not in use, and I don't plan to set it up, as this might affect its functionality, the device's functionality. Right now I'm pretty pleased with the way this thing works, except for the lack of a stylus. This thing is actually quite well sorted out. It's not too worn in. The aesthetics are okay. There's just a blank dummy SD card right here. It's not actually a functioning one, and that should come as no surprise, since this thing might have been used in some national defense facility. Now, in terms of the design, I'm not really a fan of this, again, dual component paint on the sides, which might degrade over time, nor do I like the huge bezels and this barrel shape chassis going on right here. But well, on the plus side, this is a nice addition to my collection. There's a couple of firing, I believe this is a front firing speaker, and this is a microphone right here. The buttons all seem to work, and there's a nice D-pad for navigation, should you prefer it over the touchscreen. Now again, the touchscreen, typical of this type of devices, capacitive, and it requires force feedback from you, so it will degrade and scratch over time. This is just a film of plastic on top of the screen, and well, it's not really something that great compared to today's smartphones. So anyway, this has been the HP iPAQ 2790 Pocket PC. So you can see I have quite a big collection of iPAQs here, a couple of them at least, and this has been a nice visit of the quirky HP iPAQ 2790, which has a rather interesting twist to it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and remember, I collect, own, and sometimes hoard weird, quirky, obsolete tech stuff like this huge pile of iPAQs, so you don't have to. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.